Hey everybody, Golf Town brand ambassador Hugh Burrell here along with director of instruction for Golf Town Kyle Gordon. And we've been looking, examining, comparing and contrasting the new Titleist T series irons. We did the 300s, we did the 200s. Oh, now we're at the 100s, Kyle. There's a lot of technology packed into these clubs.
So really the T100 line is something that a lot of golfers come in and aspire to look for in a golf club. They really love the look of this. Really,
it's very clean, isn't it?
Very, very cleaned up look. This is as close as you get to a blade. This is kind of that one step away from a blade. A blade being a PGA Tour player's golf club that looks like a butter knife when you look down on it. This has just got a little bit more tech packed into it here.
So we have the T100 and the T100Ss. Who are these clubs for?
T100, T100S is definitely designed at your better player. Even tour players play these golf clubs. Your Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas are going to toy around with these golf clubs and play them. So really low handicap professional players or the aspiring better player.
Okay, let's hit the T100, shall we? So Kyle, you're hitting the previous version of the T100s right now.
Yeah, so solid forged golf club. Again, the forged to cast conversation. Forged is just a different material. It's a solid that's made and impacted to look into this shape and feel. So, really solid feeling golf club. Very similar in the new T100 and T100S. Multi-material head with some tungsten that's going to help you on some of the off-center hits, provide you with a lot of shot shape capability.
Okay, let's see how you do. So let's say I have a set of the T200s now. When should I be looking to move in to the T100s?
That's a great question. So you're looking for a little bit more shot shape, a little bit more control over the golf ball. So as the T200 being on the larger side of the line is primarily driven to get the ball up in the air, and keep the ball in the air. These ones are going to give you a little bit more shot shape, workability. T100, really solid feel, all the way back to AP1, AP2 sort of timelines, AP2 to T100. These clubs have always felt really good. What they're doing here, looking forward to hitting the new one coming up, is really cleaning things up. A bit of a different finish this year to last year, so really looking forward to seeing that.
Earlier you talked about confidence while being over the golf ball, and what you're looking down at has a lot to do with that, doesn't it?
Yeah, so your better player doesn't want to see a ton of offset. Offset is really just sort of the shaft to face look. On a more forgiving golf club, you're going to see more of an angle here, which kind of closes the face. So, better players definitely don't like to see that have, a little bit faster ball speeds.
So we're not necessarily talking about increased distance with these, we're talking about more control.
Definitely. So control and shot shape is something that lower handicap players like to do. Ability to flight the ball down a little bit, hit the ball a little bit higher, draws and fades. That's exactly what they're looking for.
All right, some beautiful swings there. And speaking of beautiful, this is a beautiful club, the brand new Titleist T100. Let's see how you do.
It is really nice to look at. These things are a work of art. They've done a good job on blending here. Yeah. You can definitely see a difference in the contrast of the face one to the next. When you come into store, put the last year's version right up next to it. This kind of matte finish or brush finish looks really good. Takes away a little bit of glare. So let's see how we do.
All right, fire away.
Definitely different feel from this one to the last one. Feels a little bit softer, which could be from the tungsten. So when you get into the head, the differences between the two, we've got some tungsten weighting in there. The turf interaction based off of the grinds here, inspired by a company that does a really good job with wedges. They're adding a little bit of that to the back sole here and to the leading edge to give you a little bit of a better ground and turf interaction.
Turf interaction.
Exactly.
Dumb that down for me. What does that mean?
When the club hits the ball or even sometimes on the approach into the ball, if we've got some different lies, there's the club is playing with the ground and the grass. So adding a little bit of a different angle to the leading edge and the trail edge will help the club get through the turf better.
Okay, Kyle, you hit the T100. I'm giving you the T100S now, the granddaddy of them all. What's going to be the major difference between the S and the 100?
Right, so the difference really comes down to loft. So the S version is a little bit stronger loft. You know, when it comes down to...
Stronger loft, what do you mean?
Right, so stronger loft means less loft. So your 7-iron on your T100 is 34 degrees, and this one's 32 degrees.
Okay. And why? Why the change?
Right, so stronger lofts help players with faster ball speeds keep the ball flight down a little bit, reduce launch and spin. So, you know, what that means is a little bit more control when it's a little bit windier out there, help you flight it down a little bit with less loft.
It's all about control.
Let's see how we do.
All right. So Kyle, what do these clubs do in terms of ball speed?
So, you know, ball speed really comes down to kind of your conversion rate, what you're getting out of it. So efficiency is a big part of it. Ball speed is really just how well you hit it. If we, you know, in this lineup here, T100s should have a little bit more ball speed relative to the T100 just from having less loft.
All right, Kyle, we're looking at the numbers here. The T100s is giving you a little bit more ball speed, which is exactly what it should be doing, right?
Yeah, on paper, a little bit less loft should deliver you a little bit more ball speed. You know, really what it comes down to here, looking at the family, is, you know, what club performs the best for you, and the best way that we're going to be able to figure that out is coming to a Golf Town store near you, talking to your master club fitter, and booking an appointment. So they're going to dial in the specs specifically from what you currently use to what will help you perform better on the golf course.
All right, Kyle, so these are the numbers for the entire T series Titleist irons, and the numbers are interesting because the T300, the quote game improvement clubs, they're the ones that are giving you the most carry and most total distance, but you're not really looking for distance down here, the T100s or the T100, are you?
Yeah, that's a good point that you make there. So, you know, when you're looking through the entire family, yes, I hit the T300 the farthest. You know, this player that's in this category needs assistance to hit the ball farther. As we move down to the T100s and T100s, we're looking to control it laterally and on the front to back as well. So you're not necessarily going to win in the distance battle down here.
But at the end of the day, all of these clubs, all of these T-Series irons, they're doing exactly what they should be doing for the player that they're tailored to.
Exactly. So we've got a wide range. Basically, you know, you can play, I'd be happy playing any one of these golf clubs, but you have to find the one that performs the best for you on a consistent basis. And you're going to find that out from coming in, testing golf clubs, testing your club against the entire new line, and see how they perform for you.
So that's a quick look at the entire T100 series of irons from Titleist, and we can't wait to bring you more.
Look forward to more product reviews, head-to-head comparisons coming at you.